Hopefully not, but
Never know.
you never know what's going to happen. Actually, the kids might come home and the dogs might go wild, just so you know, because we are starting a little later than I expected.
Sorry, that's my bad. I was running a little late. I was running on Swine Time.
Swine Time. It's the T-shirt here. We got the official.
Swine Time T-shirt right there. Those are for sale.
We got them. So they are. Do you have a swinetime.com? Where you at, brother?
I'm on BrianSwinehart.com, but I'm on Instagram, Brian Swinehart. Now my name is BrianSwinehart.
In case you don't know how to spell Brian.
Well, some people spell it with a Y.
Or
half of them. Yeah, it's a lot of people accidentally spell it brain. Yes, yeah. It is very true.
I have spelled brain before.
Yeah, and I don't know if that
Did I
really
fuck that up? Where's your website again, man? Where can we buy these T-shirts?
Oh, you know what? It's BrianSwinehart.com or on any of my social media.
BrianSwinehart.com with an A and an I.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, brain.
But
brain
the other
Swinehart.
way, I see. I already fucked it up.
Yeah.
See, I'm dyslexic, but you're a writer too. You
Yes,
know?
yes.
Do you do this a lot? Do you write things backwards, like even sentences?
Well, you know what? I think my problem. My thing more is like when I'm writing, I'll get on it and then I'll kind of forget the thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'll be into it. Oh, dang it. And then I gotta.
And then you just trail off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the worst is when you have something that you think of that's good or funny or whatever, and you don't jot it right away and you lose that into air. Oh, that's a terrible feeling.
Yes. And I do that often. And you know what I attribute that to is that wasn't a good idea. I
Because you would have retained it if it was.
Yeah, any of my good ideas, I always remember my good ideas.
Okay.
And they're still with me. So like even ones I haven't written down, they're still good ideas. So I don't waste my time with those ones I don't remember because they weren't memorable. So if I don't remember them, nobody else will remember them either.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of look at that. But yeah, forgettable good ideas are forgettable, man. But you write down all of your ideas. Do you have a notebook? Do you have notebooks laying around?
Do I have notebooks, dude? I have. I don't know, probably 100 notebooks, dude. I don't know. I have so many filled up.
So many laying around.
Dude, I've been going through this year and going back through my old ones, right? And
yeah.
Because I use it like as a journal and in jokes and in story ideas and everything. And but I've been going through, and it's such a great thing to have written all this stuff down because stories that happen in your life that you forget now,
yep,
you can scroll back and see them back then.
Yeah,
you know, and figure out what bad decisions you made to get yourself here.
Exactly. And you know, what ideas brought you to this new idea too? I'll see like the beginning of an idea in those old notebooks and be like, holy shit, great. That's where it started. Yeah, that character was in that idea, and it develops into this. All right, so we are live. We have started a watch party on my Facebook, and boom. All right, welcome to Toking today, Brian Swinehart.
Yeah,
woo,
what's
everybody.
Up? Hey.
I don't have the little clap meme. I need a little clap meme here. I also have John Travolta going, where's everybody at? Did you join us in studio today, everybody? See my little delay there. All right. Well, welcome, Brian. Oh, that was loud. Welcome, Brian Swinehart.
Hey.
We go back quite a ways.
Yeah.
Like so far back, like car seats, like Buick car seats.
Uh-huh.
But Buick car seats, man. We both have a story.
Oh, dude, this is a great story, man. Let's start with this shit.
Start with this one where we actually joined the brotherhood.
That's a good
we're
story,
Eskimo
man.
brothers with a Buick. Is that what that is?
We ain't Eskimo brothers. Oh, we got a Buick. Okay.
We both went inside the same woman.
Same car. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Look over at the wife. No.
Yeah. Same car here, people.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But she was a big boat.
Yeah, it was a big old car.
But
what I sell you? I sold you that car for a bag of weed. Is that what it was?
So what
I sold
happened,
that to a different car to somebody else for that.
Actually, I think you gave it to Ramsey. Sold it, or you sold it to Ramsey, and
he gave it to you.
He gave it to me because what happened was we were on the production of
Flesh Blanket.
Yeah, the Lenny Bruce
experiment originally.
Yeah. And my car, I lost tread on my back tire, and my car flipped over on the highway while you guys were in the party bus, and I was just trying to catch up and be ahead of everybody so I could film you guys coming off the party bus.
Yeah.
But no, my car flips over on the highway.
Oh.
And ends up, I think we have a shot of it coming up here.
Oh.
There, we can bring that.
God damn, dude, you are lucky. You are lucky to be all right, man.
So this is actually...
You are effing lucky.
That's actually HD footage from the video I shot. So I pulled up the camera that we were filming with, and I shot it on the side of the road there. So I don't know if it made it to the film yet. I haven't actually seen the actual movie,
Man.
yet, but my tread came off that tire and fucking it started fishtailing, and then I went sideways and it just started going doom 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 doom. And so I was okay. The camera hit me in the head because it was loose in the seat next to me. But it was all right. I guess I had a couple dust spots afterwards. But ended up, that was the final at the tow yard. See the wheels broke off there. And everything. But I crawled out the window, and people were coming up on the side of on the highway, looking inside the car, going, "Oh man, are the people in there trying to pull, like open the doors and shit?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm over here. I'm fine."
Oh wow! So you just crawled out now.
Well, because I had a bunch of weed on me and stuff, because we were filming the movie, and we were all smoking weed and having a good time. So I had all that production weed, and all that. So I was like stomping it into the ground because I knew cops were gonna be there.
Yeah.
And like it was a bunch of undercover cops that were already on the side of the road that were calling it in. Like they in unmarked cars. Like Oklahoma or California has a bunch of just cops on the road. Like watching cell phones, all sorts of shit. I noticed that more that day because they were all around that shit quick. But nobody questioned anything. They all kind of saw it happen. So I wasn't like under suspicion of DUI or anything like that. But man, I might have been a little medicated during that time. But yeah, then this was your old car here that you hooked us up with. Can you enlarge that picture, April? Can you click on that? Maybe double click on that.
I remember that was a nice car.
Yeah, that was the Buick there, the blue man, Buick.
Yeah, Buicks, man, are underrated. They're good cars, man. That car, it came from Ohio actually. It drove across the country to get to California.
You from Ohio to California.
Yeah,
it got me from California to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So that's how, because we ended up losing everything at that point, and I had to leave California.
Okay.
And we drove that car to Oklahoma because we did a fundraiser together because I was in the middle of a documentary at that time. And it didn't work out as well as I hoped it would.
Okay.
And so that documentary is like half done, but the story's kind of half told too. And this is kind of like part of that story.
What we're in right now.
Yeah, what we're in right now. So Toking today is kind of extending that what Bringing Home Hollywood was, because it was about people who went to Hollywood to make it, and the stories that they went through and what was going on. Because at that time, I went there with a option as a writer, and then the writer strike happened.
Oh, that was gnarly.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That sucks when that shit happens.
So yeah, that's when we started making the Lenny Bruce stuff, different things that were already happened, already written.
Yeah.
So it was struggling to try to find things, and so I was making that documentary, and that's where we first met, was that documentary, because Adam Hunter introduced us, Dave Levin, because I interviewed Mo Collins and Jay Davis at the Laugh Factory for Bringing Home Hollywood, and Jay's like, hey. Or no, Jay's dad was there, his manager, Joe.
Adam? Adam's dad, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Adam's dad, Joe. Yeah. Jay's manager.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, go interview go interview Adam, and he hooked that up, and then I think you were there that day, or no, Dave Levin was there, and I went over there to interview him, and he's like, hey, you should come over here, and so I went from Adam and Dave to Ramsey's house, and you. Randall and Ramsey were all at the house there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we started all talking, and I was like, man, we got the camera out and we just start rapping more. And I think we did an interview then. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was fun. We've had a bunch of like good projects that are, maybe they didn't hit, but we've done a lot of fun things. I mean, you think about Flesh Blanket. I mean, what a freaking fun project story. I mean, because Ramsey, I guess most people don't know about this. It's barely everybody's ever seen it. There's a movie out there called Flesh Blanket. If you get a chance, check it out. Ramsey come to me with the idea that, we're going to go on this gig, and we're going to do it in, where were we? Barstow. Yeah. And it's going to be a freedom of speech in memory of Lenny Bruce, blah, blah, blah. We're going to get a bus. We're going to get
So he pitches the whole idea like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, man, this sounds fun, dude. We're going to get bus, meet some girls, do a documentary. Yeah. Okay, I'm in. And we get there, and the whole day Ramsey's acting all weird, moping around, being a kind of a baby about the whole situation. Last minute, like, come on, dude, let's just get to this damn gig, dude. I got my notes ready. I'm gonna crush. This is my day. Okay, get to the gig, right? I'm all excited about the gig too. Okay, so we get on the bus. It's all crazy, I ended up right before I met this girl at 7-Eleven, and I brought her on the bus.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, because you were supposed to ride with me. That's right.
Shit.
That's right. We were
maybe
talking
she
about
saved my life.
Yeah, maybe you've been in the place of the camera. Oh, I remember something like that now. I remember, and then
So I brought her out. We went on the bus, and we all rode, and
the bus turned into a party scene. The whole thing.
As a party scene.
Yeah, because
they had like
the cameras.
Exotic dancer there, I guess you would call it, sort of. But that was so awesome. I don't know. I'll tell the people the storyline, right?
It's really not the storyline.
No, it's not,
because it's what we thought the storyline was.
So they came to us with this one idea what the story is, and then Ramsey, he's acting all like a jerk, and he kind of like, and Ramsey, he always like knows where to hit your sore spots, right?
Yeah.
He's like giving me crap the whole time before, like messing with me. Oh, swine, I know you. You're going to change your material to try and impress the girls. You're going to do this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, whatever, Ramsey. And then on the day of the shoot, and he's been messing with me for a couple weeks. It's starting to boil up, So then on the day of the shoot, Ramsey starts talking trash. Oh, by the way, we need to explain Ramsey. The guy weighs 500 pounds. He's the fattest guy. Man, I was at my regular bar in Hollywood. It's a bar called Three Clubs. I always go there. Uh-huh. Ramsey was with me one night, and the bartender goes, "That's the fattest guy I've ever seen." And that would pretty much sum up Ramsey.
That'd be Ramsey.
That'd be Ramsey. And Ramsey, because he don't move much because he's a big fella, he just sits there and observe, or he would sit there and observe people, right?
Yeah, very, very smart, very watchful.
Very watchful. So within 20 minutes, he could have a line for you that would just sting you right through your soul.
Right.
He can go either way. If he needs to, he'll slap you down. But other moments, he had real gems of wisdom that were helpful. So anyway, so Ramsey. But on this day, Ramsey's just being a punk to me, man, just messing with me, right? And just really getting under my skin. And then I go into this rant about Ramsey's like, you just want to meet girls. I make girls laugh. I'm like, yes, Ramsey. I've wanted to do that my entire life since 3rd grade. That's what I do,
That's
man.
what you do. That's be swine.
That's what I do. And
let the secrets out here.
Yeah. And then we got
our approach.
Yeah. And we got done with that shoot, and it was all fun. And I was like, kind of riled up with Ramsey, but I kind of appreciate because he brought something out of me that he was working me for a couple weeks. Now the story, what he told me, isn't what the real story of the movie is. Mm-hmm. It's. Should I tell the story or
might as well.
Because so the real story of Flesh Blanket is it starts off with comedians, and then Ramsey becomes a killer.
Yeah.
And he smashes his victims with the move called the Flesh Blanket.
Hence the title. I mean, I don't think you're giving too much away.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, the Flesh Blanket. And it actually won some awards at a film festival in New York, a horror film festival in New York.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. And so, man, that was fun, dude. And
so my experience was I was supposed to spend the night there, and I was supposed to wake up in the morning and film Ramsey starting from the morning, getting ready for the whole thing, and be the behind the scenes documentary part of it. And it's like I was supposed to do it like at 8 a.m. and it's like 9 o'clock. He still doesn't come out of his room, so I'm like texting Brandon. I'm like, "Hey, bro, what are we doing?" Ramsey's still chilling. He's like, "Well, why don't you go in there and see what he's up to?" And so he's like, "Just film everything, just so we got footage." And so I go like in his room, and like he's like still laying there. I'm like, "Hey, bro, you getting up?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm just not feeling good today. I'm just real tired." And just he's already in the character, just doing the whole thing. And so like from the beginning, I'm like just filming him like getting ready and like just the whole.
Now, okay, let me interrupt. Do you know the real story of the documentary? I mean, of the movie, or do you think it's what the documentary about Lenny Bruce and free speech?
I think I'm making my own movie. Yeah, I'm making a documentary on you guys making a movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry, now I get it. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you are making a documentary on these guys who are making a movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm behind the scenes. That's why all my footage has a lot of like the camera guys and stuff in it and things like that, because I'm trying to get what's happening.
Yeah.
Of the making of the movie.
Okay.
And I think that's what the actual movie was this movie being made. Ramsey snaps. So all that footage that I was doing, I still haven't seen it, but the clips I have seen, a lot of it was from the camera that I had, like when we were in the back room, Ramsey going on stage, those little clips that I saw, like just of the at the wake and those types of things. But I haven't actually seen the movie. Have you actually seen the movie, like Flesh Blanket? Have you seen the whole thing?
Yeah.
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 What's the storyline now? How does it start and how's it? Yeah, because I know they did a bunch of stuff. They went on a boat and some other stuff happened that I'm just not aware of.
Man, I don't want to give away the ending.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Christina's part, because we were there for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, it ends. With.
I said, how's it start? You're telling me how it ends.
Okay, let me see how it starts.
You're like, I don't want to give away the ending. I go, how's it start? Well, here's how it is.
Yeah, that's messed up, huh? But yeah, no, it starts with us doing the comedy and stuff like that.
So it starts in Barstow. The movie opens there.
Getting ready for Barstow.
So it starts at the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Ramsey gets crazy, and then damn, dude. And then we did the Potheads show.
Yeah. So, all of Ramsey stuff that he did with that stuff was just like over the top. First off,
yeah.
And then they gave you guys stereotypical characters.
Yeah. Mine was real stereotypical. I loved my character.
Who wrote most of that? That was
Mike Circlin.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike came up with all that pretty much. I mean, he came home. Because we were roommates at the time, and he came home. He was like, "Dude, I got an idea. The Real Potheads of North Hollywood."
Yeah, and it was filmed like the Real Housewives of whatever. Yeah. That shaky camera, like the Office feel.
Yeah.
And you guys had like those moments, the coming through the door type moments.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. So,
what'd you guys end up doing with that? Anything?
They pitched it around, and I don't think anything. I think, man, how I see it now, it could have been. It should have been a little more focused. It got a little like, you probably needed like one main character to more drive it. It kind of was a little bit of everything, and I think that kind of confused people. At least for the pilot. So
now
episode.
In your older wisdom of as a writer, you can
look back on it and see that's what the thing that probably could have made it a easier to sell. And,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think? Are you guys gonna put like on YouTube or anything so we can?
Yeah, it's up on YouTube. I think. Yeah, it's out there, and but those are all
Real Potheads of North Hollywood.
Yeah,
check it out.
Those are all fun experiences, man, and it's like.
But now,
yeah,
you're out there. You're traveling. So you came out from Los Angeles. You're in Arizona today.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Where are you at?
I'm playing at Stand Up Live in downtown Phoenix.
What time are you going on?
I'm going on at 8 tonight.
So are you middle on that?
Tonight I'm middle. So the next couple nights I'm in middle, and so I've done the whole trifecta here while I've been in Phoenix.
So you've opened, you've done middle, and you featured.
Yeah, I middle.
Oh, that featured.
I middled. Yeah, the first gig the first weekend I hosted, then I headlined, and now I'm middling. So wow. I hit all three. Spots in the
Where'd you headline
at? Stand Up Live.
So you did Stand Up Live.
Yeah, I was there on Tuesday, and then so I was headlining that day, and I was fortunate that my buddy's in town doing it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, so you just hung out?
So I'm like open for him. I mean, feature for him. Yeah. So I featured for him the next 3 nights.
Right.
Yeah, man. So it worked out, and I like Phoenix, dude. It's a great place to come and do comedy. You guys got a great scene out here, and the people are all really cool, and I like it, man.
It's a different atmosphere. Like when you go to the Los Angeles comedy clubs, the 2-drink minimum is a pain in the ass for a lot of people. Like they don't want to be there for that, and like it's a totally different atmosphere. Like
they're spoiled.
Yeah. It's yeah, but here they fucking. I order a steak when I go.
Yeah,
I order dinner. Like
that's what I love. See, that's who I like to perform in front of, right? Because you want to come. Because I mean, the ideal kind of crowd for you is people who are working during the week. Boom, it's the weekend. They're gonna take the girl out. They're gonna go out with the missus, or maybe they go out with a couple buddies on that night, or the girls go out with their girlfriends that night, or whatever. But it's usually these group of people who are going to the club to have fun, not because for some reason or another they're going. It's a night off. Hey man, let's unwind. We made some money this week. Let's chill. Let's spend some time together.
Right.
That's your. I think about that often. Being on stage is that I look at the crowd and it's mainly couples. And it's an interesting dichotomy from a lot of the comics to the audience, as far as that a lot of comics are are single, driving across the country, doing gig to gig, very not stable life.
Yeah.
Right? Driving,
which is perfect for LA.
Which is but when you're traveling the country,
the Midwest doesn't relate very well.
So but it's great because exactly. Some people get stuck on they don't think out the LA crowd. The LA comics do kind of think in a way.
I noticed that when it's a totally different joke set. I didn't go to the gym today. The dating apps.
Yeah,
there's a lot of workout and app dating.
Yeah, there's always workout. Well, see, workout. There are always. I've noticed there's been a lot of workout jokes since whenever because. One thing, a lot of people who do go to the gym, they can relate to that.
Yeah.
But it's a different. I went to an open mic in LA one time a couple months ago, and I listened to the comics, and I was like, dang, they're not gonna make any money in the real world,
right.
Because they were talking these opinions, and they all had the same opinion. Okay, but their opinion will not fly in the rest of the country.
Yeah, it's like I work in Texas. Yeah.
It's gonna. It might get you a kick in the nuts. Right. I don't know, but so that's what I think. But
so you got to know your audience.
You got to know your audience, and that's one thing I was thinking about the other day is your audience and how I enjoy even when I pass out flyers, right? I look for couples.
Yeah.
Because that's who comes to your show. So you got to kind of know. I mean. Single people, everybody, but that's the main. I would say that's the main part of.
It's a good date.
Yeah, it's a great.
It gets them laughing. It gets them to enjoy. Girls actually turn on by dudes who make them laugh.
I know. I heard.
Obviously,
I heard rumors.
So if you can't do that, get a girl. Take them to a comedy club.
Yeah,
get it worked up. Get a couple of drinks.
Dude, my buddy Zach always does that. Man, he's always bringing his dates to the comedy show, and it's a good look on him, right? Because he knows the comics. That's his buddy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So walk in.
That's what he told me all that. He's like, bring my, that's a good look on me. I'm like, cool.
That's what I used to do, but then the wife started coming, and I changed the atmosphere, it changed the game. So yeah, let's deadpan that over. Look at the wife, who's working the controls so nicely for us. Yes.
Yeah, man, you're not foolish.
No, you've known me a while. We've had some LA times, but. What's the so I used to go to the comedy store and the Laugh Factory, and that's where I would do a lot of my networking with the documentary and the writing and stuff. Was that, I know you're more like a improv type guy, right? You're more
into the improv. Well, you know what? I hit all the clubs. All the clubs in LA I've performed, but the improv I've definitely I've had a lot of shows at the Comedy Store because there's so many rooms.
Yeah.
But I've had the improv's kind of like the one that I kind of gelled towards, and a lot of that was because of the way that it's set up. Because the way I see it is the Laugh Factory is like a hot club, man. That's that club that if it's a nightclub, you got to be on the guest list to get in.
Really?
It's like popping. It's like but
that's
it's
crazy.
Hollywood type of crowd.
I've never, from the inside, it seems the opposite. Because I'm trying to get the steak. I'm trying to, I've ordered dessert there. It's like it's a frozen piece of cheesecake.
Well, okay, yes.
So I'm trying to find where the
food.
club,
they don't really have food, right? But the clientele, the audience they get is like.
Well, I know Vince Neil's there every time I go in. Wednesday nights. There's always an actor in the crowd,
it's more of a trendy Hollywood. It's dope. And I think that it's probably more expensive. The Comedy Store. Now, so you take that and right down, you walk to the Comedy Store, and the Comedy Store to me,
it's not a walk.
For me, it is.
You walk that thing
every week.
I tried that, man. That's a long fucking walk, bro.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's uphill.
Well, it depends which way you're going. I mean,
part and part.
From the Laugh Factory to the Comedy Store or to the Improv?
To the Comedy Store.
Laugh Factory to the Comedy Store is not a bad walk.
But you go from Laugh Factory to the Improv, that's all downhill, right?
Laugh Factory to Improv would be harder to do. But I do Laugh Factory to Comedy Store every time I'm in town.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you park at?
Maybe 2 days a week.
You park in the neighborhood behind the Laugh Factory?
Yeah. There's a street there. Boom. Because I ain't paying for parking.
No. That's the place to park. But don't tell everybody that because we're not going to parking spot.
Well, I don't know.
But valet. No, don't valet there. It takes forever to get your car back.
Yeah. So I always walk. But
me too.
So anyways, down by the Comedy Store, it's the opposite feel, man. It's like tough. Yeah. Dingy street fight.
You have to park at the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
you have to park in the back lot as a comic.
As a comic, and then, but it's just like it's more of a dog fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's people going across the street, running across, crossing this dodge.
Yeah. It's a different type of people, different type of vibe. It's darker. It's like I guess the Laugh
There's the
Factory.
Viper Room's there.
Yeah.
The Rainbow. And,
The Laugh Factory is more of like a top 40s hit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
like
saying?
a doo-wop.
Yeah, doo-wop,
yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Justin Bieber goes right there. That kind. It's kind of like a pop club, right?
Yeah, I got you.
And the Comedy Store is more of like a dingy fucking
The Roxy.
Yeah, like the Roxy,
It's
Dirt
right
Rock.
there.
Yeah, Roxy's right there. It's that vibe. And
Yeah.
then the Improv is right in the middle.
Yeah. So it's
The Improv has a
the
little
two
of all of
crowds
it.
come together.
Yeah,
Now-
and that's why I perform so much at the Improv.
Does the Improv have 2 stages? Is there a front and a back?
they have a front and they have a main room and a side room.
See, I didn't know. I was so confused. I've been in both, but I thought it was the same room both times because it's very
it might
similar,
have
right?
changed since then.
Do
It
they
might
look
have
similar?
changed. No, they
No,
don't.
okay, maybe it's just.
I don't think they do.
Okay, so if you go from the bar, you still go to the main room, and if you go from the front, it's still the main room, right?
Yeah.
So there's
I
a
think
side
so.
room.
Yeah, a side room
next
yeah.
to. Okay.
Yeah, which is almost a separate building, kind
Oh,
of.
okay, I have not.
They're
been to the side room.
connected, but it looks like it's a different.
Okay,
building. Yeah.
so that's where a lot of the up and comers start.
Yeah, and a lot of the big guys will stop in and
Oh,
do
really?
sets there too, because they'll get off the main room and
Work on
just
some new stuff.
yeah, just walk over to the little room.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of networking done? Do you ever like go on tour with any of those guys from that kind of set, or?
Yeah, you can. I mean, sometimes you get a couple gigs here and there. You know, it's almost like usually when I go to the Improv, I walk out with a gig somewhere.
Yeah.
So if I don't have a gig one night, I'll go to the Improv.
Yeah.
And I'll hang out for 30 minutes to an hour.
And you're willing to drive. That's always a plus.
You gotta drive. You
Yeah.
know? You gotta drive. You gotta take the gigs when they come, and you know, I usually say yes and.
Man, I see your stuff, and dude, you have something fresh every time. It's not the same old stuff, and the stuff that you do use again, it's updated. It's not the same joke. It's an updated version of it. You're always making it better.
Yeah.
I see a lot of these comics who do the road who have the same 15 minutes or the same 45 or whatever, and it's the same time every time they come into town. It's not the same for you, man. It's always a little something different every time I see you.
Yeah, dude. You know what that is? That's sitting down and writing for 2 hours a day.
Yeah, you do that every day?
You know what? The last year or so, I was struggling with that, but right now I'm back at it, man. Like, I'm in the flow. I'm on that 2 hours first thing. And, I guess last year I was writing, but I was going through a lot of other things as well because I did the wrestling tournament.
Wow, yeah.
And so
you wrestled yourself?
I wrestled 2 other people.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
But I wrestled.
Yeah, you personally wrestled 2 other people.
Yeah, at different times.
I wrestle myself every morning. Just to get out of bed.
Yeah, I know that's the toughest match of the day, dude. It's hard enough getting out of bed. So I was I hadn't wrestled for 20 years.
So were these like 12-years-olds?
I started off against 12-year-olds.
What were you wrestling?
I think the women might take me, But
you didn't do the whole Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman
Yeah, I come across
routine.
Eric. Yeah, Andy Kaufman.
No,
yeah.
I didn't. But I would be a lot smarter if I did. But
yeah. Did you get pinned? Did you win them?
Yeah. So my first match, I got pinned. Now I hadn't wrestled in 20 years.
All right.
Okay, I want to defend myself
here.
here.
What drove you to get back on the mat for 20 years? First off, everybody in Hollywood going, I'm going to the gym every day.
Okay, so, all right, so wrestling was my thing, man. I loved it in high school.
Yeah.
And I sucked at first, but got better. Just like comedy and all that shit. And anything in life, you suck at first, but you get better.
Right.
And
but if you don't do it for a while, you suck again.
Yes, exactly. If you don't do it for 20 years, you suck again.
Yeah.
So I got hurt. I hurt my finger, and then so I went and I was kind of depressed at the time. I went and see my old wrestling coach, and he told me about my buddy Nick Spatola, who was a kid I used to wrestle with, and he went on to Indiana University to wrestle, and now he has his own wrestling camp in Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay, he told me about him. He says he's got a wrestling tournament, 18 and up. My coach, 52 years old. I think he's 5. He's a 5'4". He says, I don't know if it's that high. Okay, he has cauliflower ear. Like he's got like 30 pounds.
Looks like you're wearing the headphones.
Yeah, his ears are like my headphones, and he's got cauliflower calves. His calves are massive, dude. And he did the tournament like 2 years ago and won. And it's like legit, and it's kids in college and stuff. Now, Coach D-Hart has an advantage. He wrestled every day since however.
Yeah.
And also, people are kind of afraid of him ahead of time.
He's got a reputation.
He's got a rep, you know what I mean? And he's got a nasty front headlock that if he gets somebody in, it's it, dude. He just got to, I mean, he's still got some speed. He's still got plenty of speed. He's still in great shape.
Wow.
And he's got old man strength.
Yeah.
You know, and
he wants to prove it.
And he has to prove it.
Yeah.
He has to win.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't win, that look back, because he's coaching all these kids. He's got reps.
Yeah,
you know,
he's got for the sake.
It's a must.
Wow.
And so he told me, hey, you need to do this tournament, blah blah, blah, and kind of talked me into it. So I started training, and that was in September of last year, and the tournament was in March. In the meantime, I did a document. My friend Ishmael, a great filmmaker, dude. You need to check his stuff out. He came to Brea and was doing filming me doing my set. And he's like, dude, this feels like a documentary. I said, dude, you know that I'm getting ready to go to Ohio to do this wrestling tournament? I think that'd be the documentary.
Yeah.
And so he flew with me to Ohio, and we filmed, me training with Coach and all this. I hadn't wrestled since my dad died, so that was a part of it. My life with my mom was a part of it, and then I did the tournament. And the first match, man, I got pinned in about a minute.
Oh, God.
And my guy was a beast, dude. He was an animal. I was walking out there like, dang, man. I like, you got to think that you're gonna win.
You train this whole time, and then it's like.
No, here's what was quick, dude. At first we're pummeling in the middle, right? Pummel, and we go out of bounds, and I look at the clock, 23 seconds.
That's it.
Oh shoot, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that guy was just stronger, and and then the next match, my guy, I said, man, I just want to go the distance.
Yeah.
And my guy he was great. He was real quick and awesome. But at the very end of the match, I hit my old single leg and scored a takedown.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was a victory for me because that used to be the move I hated. That boom, and bring that old move where you're tying up, you slide the arm this way, you shoot other leg, you get the other, boom. So
you got the takedown.
Yeah, I got the takedown, and it's wild because it ended. The documentary is kind of ends like a real life situation.
That's like a little Rocky,
like a little Rocky, And the tournament played out like at least the guy didn't win, but he got a takedown at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
he went the distance.
Yeah, went the distance. He went the
Rocky's
distance.
Story,
exactly.
Because Rocky didn't win.
Yeah, that's right. Rocky didn't win. He went the distance, and that's exactly how it ended. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So can we see this documentary? Is it out there?
Yeah, it's gonna be out real soon because it's done. It's 18 minutes long, and I think we're just putting like the final little touches on it.
Okay.
The credits and maybe fixing the lighting or sound or whatever minor things, but it's done. It's super cool. My friend Ishmael, dude, he nailed it, man.
Right on. That's awesome. Yeah, that's my biggest problem is I'll have a great idea. I'll start filming. I'll start putting it together, and then I have to edit it. And I have to put it out there.
So many things stop in editing, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's so much. I have a few projects sitting over there that just need to be edited.
Man, maybe find somebody to do it, hire them or something.
Yeah, then you guys have money for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
I put all my money into this thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
With this, I am podcasting with a slurred, nasally voice, and hoping I didn't sink all my money into nothing here.
No, you didn't.
No, we'll see.
You got me as a host. You'll be all right. Or not as a host, as a guest.
Co-host, Swine Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So the documentary for the wrestling's gonna be coming out. What do you see with your wrestling career after that? Are you?
I'm gonna do another tournament this year, the same tournament,
but now cut back on, getting back out there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna do one more this year because I'll be 40.
Yeah.
So I want to do one, again to keep the tradition.
When do you turn 40?
I already did August 13th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'll do it at 40
you
as
said
well.
you're going to be 40. But you'll be 40 in the
No, because I'm 40. Yeah, because you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because I'll be 40 this year. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be 40 in October. But
Good.
you got.
I got you by a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get cocky about that, okay?
No, you're 79 with April. April turned 40 on October 22nd there. So you guys are in the 4-0 club. Yeah, I know. Those 79 kids are. It was quick, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, these all these kids watching this podcast, you're gonna be like, oh, there's old fucks.
Yeah.
You still think you're 16, but
I know.
This guy's wrestling 80-year-olds and 18-year-olds at the same time.
Dude, right? I think about that. I'm like, man, It all just depends how you live your life, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I'm not saying, man, I don't disregard, because the youngsters, they got something to teach too, because we do, and we learn, but then we learn from the shit we went through when we were young, and we could teach that on to people.
Yeah, that's true. You know, but there's a lot of, we're born into technology. So we were born into video games that were existing. So we kind of grew up knowing stuff. We went to typing class. We kind of knew some stuff. The kids now, they don't even have to go to typing class.
Oh, no way they have to go to typing class. We had this shit there. That was hard. I was in the seventh, I think it was 7th or 8th grade, and they brought out the computer shit, and I'm sitting there doing it. They're teaching you, put your hands here.
Yeah, I still can
move
do it that
it through
way.
there, move it there,
I don't know where the home keys are.
Yeah,
no.
Don't do the hunt and peck method.
That's still to this day, right?
Yeah.
But these kids, they don't have to do it that way. They have their thumbs. They
boom. They got their thumbs.
It's all voice done. There's a transcriber that will transcribe everything we're saying onto text, so we don't have to fucking type that up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, technology is growing faster, and the kids are born into this every day. It's just going to be a total different mindset,
It's hard for me to take, because actually I'm called Generation X, right?
Right.
And that's you grew up without a computer in your home, or you didn't have that. Basically, you didn't have that kind of technology.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think there's a reason why they call us Generation X, because it's the last of something.
Yeah.
It's the start of something new, I guess you could say.
Right.
But it's the last of kids going outside to play with no technology holding them back. It's the last of people meeting organically.
Yeah.
It's the last of being alone with your own thoughts.
I get you.
You
do realize there's a Y and a Z though, right?
And I don't know what they were.
Well, Z would technically be last. I'm just
but I don't know. They just called us Generation X, but X means like ex-girlfriend. X.
Yeah, I know. That's the end.
It's the end of something.
X in it out.
X always means the end of something.
X and that type of human out of existence.
Yeah.
Going on with the new generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but
the generation before us wasn't you or V. What,
no, they don't go in order. They just make this shit up. Like now it's millennial. So I don't know how they come up with these things.
There wasn't a Y. There was Generation Y. I thought there was a Gen Y. No.
There was some kind of weird one, something, but they ended up.
Yeah, they called millennials.
Yeah.
Because I said fuck the letters.
Yeah.
Because that was the last of those idiots.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. They're done. That's the X.
Yeah.
But they had the baby boomers. They always label these things, people's different things, So.
So we were Gen X.
Yeah, we were Gen X. We were the last of something, dude.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have my cell phone.
Yeah, I have my cell phone. I mean, look, we're part of it. We're
trying to fit in.
Yeah, but so it's hard, dude, because it's stressful, man. The technologies, dude, the amount of conversations that people have in their regular life about what's going on in their social media life, dude.
Do you feel like comedy is changing that way? I mean, I know the clubs have not really changed much from the 70s, have they? I mean, you got a microphone, a PA, and a crowd.
Yeah.
So, but promoting it, the way you reach the people has totally changed, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways, man, and I mean, getting an old fashioned flyer out there still does work, but so there's other ways, like
Stand Up Live where you're at now. They'll call us and say, "Hey, we have tickets for Brian Swinehart tonight." I
wish they would have.
Well, I think they might have.
Oh, okay. I need to come. Okay, thanks, buddy.
But we'll buy the tickets, man. Fuck that.
No, okay. I'm messing with you.
I'll have somebody get a list anyways, but no.
Yeah, no, exactly, dude.
But they'll call and they'll fill up the room, and they'll get people in there.
Yeah.
They'll do a lot of the work themselves now. Where I know like Laugh Factory, places like that don't really do that type of thing. They don't have that list. They still expect people to come old school. Here's a flyer, you're in town, because there's so many tourists, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the Laugh Factory is so built in and where it's at in the area that people just come.
They just sell the tickets.
Yeah, they just sell them. Boom.
Which has really happened the last like 3 or 4 years too. Right?
Well, we're in a comedy boom right now.
Yeah.
This is the thing. What we're living through right now, man, is like the wildest time.
Do you think podcast Joe Rogan, things like that, have stepped that up?
Yes. Yeah. Podcasts have definitely stepped that up. Because, I mean, there's comedians now that got big off of their podcasts.
Wow.
And people listen and tune in, and they'll come to the shows.
Yeah.
Ultimately, as a comedian, you want people to come to the shows. You got to figure out what you can do to help make that happen.
That's interesting, because we saw Kevin Smith live, but we saw him do his podcast live. We didn't see him stand up. He was sitting down behind a desk with a microphone talking to the other dude, there it wasn't even. We didn't even see Kevin Smith. We saw the podcast live, and that was an interesting.
So he does his podcast on stage.
Yeah, sold us tickets.
That's
to come
awesome.
see him talk on stage. Yeah. But
I think that's cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of like evolving. I guess it's merging the two.
Yeah, because it is a big thing, and if you have a following and the crowd wants to be a part of it, and that's your, and that's your style, it's definitely, the podcast is a different form of entertainment. It's like, because the nice thing about coming on a podcast is you don't have to have a joke every 12 seconds. Right, you can tell a story, or you can be intimate, and you
get them involved other ways.
Yeah,
there's no setup and punch. Yeah, it's just,
Where stand up, so if people can parlay that and the comedy club makes money, I'm like for it, because why not? I still want them to keep having regular stand up shows, of course.
I wonder if the Sklar brothers are that's because they're pretty scripted, but kind of looking improv. I wonder if they're gonna do something podcasty like that. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah.
It'd be awesome if they did.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, because they kind of have that riff.
They're already they already got it down. They boom, 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 back and forth.
So that's an interesting.
Yeah,
I bet they do. They probably have a very popular podcast. We don't fucking know about it.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's too hard to keep track of everything, man. That's why I'm so appreciative when people listen to mine, dude. It's
Swine time.
Yeah, because it's just like, oh man, you took time out of your day on your drive or whatever.
Come all the way out to the house to come do it.
Yeah.
Do you have guests on yours, or do you talk one-on-one or by yourself?
Some by myself and some with guests, and just however I'm feeling.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's hard for me to talk to myself. I hate the sound of my own voice. So I love, it's good to have somebody else.
Well, so when things will happen in my life that I want to really tell, I just sit down there and tell the story.
Really?
Yeah, and a couple of them, and I think that's actually my strength. Is to just sit and tell
just talk,
and just tell us. Yeah, as long as I got something I can really talk about.
Do you write it out? Do you script it, or do you just tell it?
It depends what it is.
Yeah.
It depends what it is. Some of the stories that I know so well, I don't have to write those out.
Yeah.
They're in my heart. But
do you stumble through them? Do you edit them?
I didn't edit them. No,
because I feel like I would. Talking to nobody, there's not that feedback. So
you don't know, but you kind of do, because it's like you've worked it out. I guess that's where stand up comes into play, maybe, because you start knowing your voice, like what people, what you are or how you it'll be, and if you know the story.
So as single podcasters, it's good to already have a public speaking background.
Probably, but there's probably plenty of guys who could do great at it.
Yeah.
That's just for me.
Yeah.
But I really went into it because I used to do Toastmasters.
Right.
That's a public speaking group that helped me a lot. I wish I had time to, or I'm gonna try to make. I'm gonna make time to get back.
For all that shit. Stop.
I know,
that,
dude.
man.
I know. I'm so busy, dude. But I loved it. But if anybody is interested in public speaking, Toastmasters is the spot to start.
Really,
because it's very comforting, warming, welcoming.
So unlike the stage of stand-up comedy.
Right. I mean, I was already doing stand-up when I started Toastmasters, but through stand-up, I heard of Toastmasters.
Get you a little bit more.
Yes, because, it takes a while. Because when I was starting, dude, I would be nervous. Look down at my feet during the punchline, not look over, get drunk before the shows to make myself feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So a place like Toastmasters says, don't get drunk before the show.
Yeah, you go in there and it's a warm, comforting environment, and they give you things to do. Like one thing they do is a table topic where, like, instance, maybe you have to speak impromptu on something, right? And they'll give you a topic, and you just kind of do your best to talk about it for 30 seconds in front of everybody, right? And little things, they don't push you like something crazy. And then they give you a speech to do. Your first speech is called the icebreaker, where you spend 5 minutes talking about your life, anything about your life or your whole life, whatever, but it's just 5 minutes on you.
See, I'm okay with talking about myself, but it's hearing everybody in the fucking room for 5 minutes.
Yes, I know. You got to listen to everybody else's story, and they don't care about yours, because your own story is always the most interesting.
Yeah, of course. Well, why do I have to hear theirs?
Exactly. I know what you mean. I'm very much like that, unfortunately.
Especially Bob from accounting over there.
Yeah, exactly. Dude.
No, I feel it. I mean, get your own podcast. That's the way to do it. Get Swine Time, check it out.
Yeah.
Check out Toking today. Share these up. Get us some listeners so we don't have to do Toastmasters and
yeah, exactly.
Listen to other people's bullshit. Listen to our bullshit for an hour.
Yeah. Dude, this is a great studio you got here, man. I love it.
Thank you, brother. We're trying. We're trying to do things right. You know, I have a couple more lights coming. I got some other things, but you know,
Wow.
we'll grow it. We'll do it right. These little camera, you know, I didn't go over the top. These aren't like DSLR cameras or nothing. But we got the equipment we needed. You know,
Okay.
To broadcast.
Yeah, I love it, man.
But eventually, you know, we have gotten a couple sponsors like Magma sent us over a couple of these. I was going to do another one, but this is a filter like a water pipe, like a bong would be, for the volcano vaporizer. We hit this one last week with Michael Weiser. I have a couple other glass pieces that we're going to try out. So we haven't got like monetary sponsors, but we have a couple like product sponsors coming in. And we're fresh on this stuff, you know. It's just now happening. So I really see, you know, it evolving and us getting more professional, more things happening. But yeah, I'm trying, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I mean, you saw me. I was living. I mean, I don't know. You didn't know where I was living when I was in Adelanto, but you know, when I come to Hollywood, I was sleeping on couches. You know.
Yeah, I remember, dude.
Yeah, I was sleeping in my car, whatever I had to do to.
So you've come a long way.
A little bit. I'm still sleeping on the floor, but I'm just kidding.
That's good for your back.
Yeah,
Actually.
Yeah, that's what it is. The wife makes me sleep on the couch a lot too. So that's some things don't change.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, the environment's got a little bit better. Don't have the Buick with the. We didn't talk about the smashed in back of the car.
Oh yeah, man.
How did that happen? Because when I got it, it was tied together with a trash bag.
That's
or
right.
A shopping bag.
Yes, it was tied together with
like a Fry's shopping bag.
yeah, with a trash bag and some rope and wire. Man, I was driving to a gig and somebody rear-ended me.
Where were you at?
In L.A. Where were we going? I was with Mike and we were driving to a gig and I got hit.
Oh wow! It was a hit and run, right? You told.
Yeah, it was a hit and run. That's right, on the freeway.
Yeah, so they smashed into the back of you and took off. Huh?
Yeah, they did.
But you still drove to the gig?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
it was too messed up to do that.
I flipped over my car and I drove. I ended up at the gig. No.
Was it a gig? I think it was a gig. Well, I don't know. Maybe we made it to the gig. I can't remember, but I don't think we did. No? I think it was kind of fucked up.
But your car wouldn't actually drive right.
Yeah, I'm trying. Man, I'm having a hard time remember this. I think that it was. I think that I drove it back home, but that's all I wanted to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that, I didn't want to like mess with it the rest of the day.
But you did some work on it though, to get it to drive straight again.
My neighbor helped me to do some stuff on it. He was really helpful, man. And you know, and we tied the ropes onto the back and all that. And oh, you know, there was a milk jug on the bumper. Remember that?
Yeah, for a light. It was painted red.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We had a milk jug as a light.
Yeah, we did have that. So I drove that thing to Oklahoma trying to get jobs. People were like, no, it looks like you were involved in a felony.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't good looking, but it kept going, right?
Yeah. The steering was a little sideways, but it was nice. It was smooth. I remember the engine though. It was having a lot of like backfire issues when he gave it to me or something. But I put some new spark plugs in it.
Okay,
and it got it running like
pretty good. Yeah. Good. That's good.
Did you ever get a ticket in the mail?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Because I remember that I went through a red light before I left town. And I remember it flashing.
I would have remembered that. I don't think I got one.
Because remember, I didn't put the title on my name for a long time because I was in the middle of like leaving California going to Oklahoma. And Ramsey got pretty pissed at me for having it in your name for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
that makes sense.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, maybe you got that ticket. Because I
hope I didn't.
I don't think you probably would have known by now.
Yeah, I would have known. I would have remembered. Because it would have took a picture of your face, right? Yeah, I didn't get that because I would have been like, dude, that ain't me. Yeah.
It would look like one of these I just got recently.
Oh, man, those suck, dude. I tried to fight one once, but it's so hard to fight those.
This one, so I got 3 in a week. I got 2. I got pulled over by one. The pullover I'm fighting. These ones I did traffic school for this one.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we'll fight.
Through the red lights?
No, so here in Arizona, they're just on the side of the road. They have these pole lights. They're not even like, it's like just random. Like maybe around school zones, maybe. But they're just like radar, they'll just flash you. Like in a 45 zone, if you're going like 50, 55, whatever it is.
Ticket?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's not fair.
It's not like you're going through a red light.
That's not fair.
No, it's just driving a little bit over the speed limit, going down the road.
That's not fair.
That's what I say. But
that's not fair, man.
On the video, I'm watching I'm on my phone too. So like fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
I'll do the traffic school.
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, it's a video. It's not a fucking cop.
I know those aren't good, man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I'm a little perturbed about that one. But so no ticket for you though. You didn't get that.
No, I didn't get that.
You're a
one.
pretty good driver. You're very safe, very very cautious, right?
Yeah, I mean, I try to be.
I mean, people are rear-ending you because you're so cautious.
Yeah, dude, I'm driving too slow. That's why they didn't stop. They're like, there's no way he'll catch us.
So you probably haven't been pulled over since then, huh?
No, I did. I had a speeding ticket once in Arizona.
Oh yeah.
Actually, here coming back from New Mexico.
Oh,
doing
really?
shows in New Mexico.
I get pulled over in New Mexico a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, every time, but yeah.
Yeah.
But Arizona got you, huh?
Yeah, Arizona got me.
Did you pay it?
Yeah, yeah, but I didn't pay it right away because I didn't know. I was like, it's a different state. I thought maybe I could get away with it.
Well, California and Arizona don't talk if you get a ticket in California and you're in Arizona, but I don't know if it's the other way around.
Well, my license got suspended, and I didn't know about it.
So
because
Arizona
of that
will tell on
ticket.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had to pay so much money. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've done that here in Arizona. I've got the same situation. I was working for a pool cleaning company twice in the same week, 55 and a 45.
Ooh.
They sent the tickets to the pool cleaning company. He was like, yeah, he doesn't work here anymore. Here's his address. And I moved during that time, and they so by that time it's like fee because they're looking for me, and then they finally get somebody to serve me and all that shit. So I go to the deal, and it's like license has been suspended for like 3 years and all this shit. But we ended up paying like $1,500 and clearing it up. But it was a mess. But never got pulled over, just got tickets. But you got pulled over. You should. Yeah, you knew.
Yeah.
I could have argued mine a little bit more, but they didn't even fuck.
Yeah.
By that time, they were done. Yeah, fuck the police. No.
Yeah. Well, when they're pulling me over, at least.
Yeah. So we've been doing this almost 50 minutes. What do you want to throw in there before we head out? So you're doing stand-up comedy. You're driving around town. What are some clubs you do not absolutely ever want to go to again?
Man, you know what? I don't have any.
No? There's not one that owner. I'm not going to go back there. Nobody never not paid you. Nobody. It's all been good.
There's
experiences?
been some shisty maybe random gigs that I chose to do for like other comics or something
that they didn't want to do.
That no they were running or doing or you know what I mean.
They didn't pay you.
They didn't. They tried. We didn't have as many people as we thought, or we didn't. This. Well, it was. They have our promotions.
So my gig that I had you do for the fundraiser.
Oh yeah, that was in Hollywood, right?
That was
yeah.
That life deal. Yeah. I was like,
I wasn't getting paid for that one.
Well, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
you gave me a car after that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but
other comics kind of stiff you. Not really club owners. It's the other people.
I mean, club owners could. It's just I've had a couple gigs where they're like, "I'll pay $80," and then it's like, "Well, can I give you a bag of weed?" Like, no,
really?
I can buy 2 bags of weed with $80.
Yeah.
Like, why would I want that deal? But
that's funny. So like the club actually tried paying you with the weed, or the
it was a guy who booked a comedy show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a lot of these people, so many people have it in their head that it's going to be super easy.
Yeah.
To pack a place out, right? And this was, I mean, that was a good 5-6 years ago that happened, but like they have an idea, like, but they don't know. Just like a lot of people think things will just poof.
Yeah, happen. If you build it, they'll come.
Yeah, but it's like
you gotta do some footwork.
You gotta build. You gotta actually build. It's not just like
put a sign up.
Yeah, it's like taking real building, And but as far as all the clubs I played, man, I mean, I like them. I hope they like me as much as I like them. Because I have no.
Have you done the Looney Bin tours?
I haven't hit the Looney Bins yet.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome though.
Yeah.
I mainly have done improv and Funny Bone and I started off on Triple Run and then other random clubs that I hit along the way.
Yeah.
And Wiley's in Dayton.
Laugh Factory out here has a club in Tempe, I think. Have you seen that?
I heard about that.
Yeah, I don't know if John or if it's the same.
Yeah, it would be if it's the Laugh Factory.
Yeah, maybe Jay can get you the info on that one.
Yeah, and then so
that might be a good spot to check out because it's a bigger club out here. It's a much bigger place. It's more set up like the other ones where it's more geared towards the drinks and the food and
yeah.
I've only been out there once. I think Sclaro was out there once. We saw him out there.
Oh, cool.
He came on here. He did the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man.
I had to coax him. He was all the way out in Westgate, so he had to drive all the fuck over here. But he did it, and he came out here.
That's good, man. Good on him.
Yeah.
So cool, buddy.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I appreciate you coming out.
Hey, thanks, Chad. Sorry I got here a little late, man. I got to rush out.
Doing Toking today.
Yeah, but I got to.
But yeah, I might come by and see you tonight at Stand Up Live.
Stand Up Live tonight.
Downtown Phoenix.
Downtown Phoenix, man. And, dude, I like that. I love that club, man.
I do too, yeah. And they got really good fucking steaks. The other place, yeah, you haven't done Stir Crazy yet, have you?
No, I got to get over there.
Yeah, we got to talk about that more. Because they got some really good food also, but their whole setup, they're very uninterruptive. They have these little lights on the table. It's either, if you want service, they're like green or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a really smart setup. So the waitresses aren't interrupting during the checks, during the last bits of the feature.
Yeah.
The headliner.
Yeah.
So it's a good. They thought it through.
Cool.
So it's a nice little club. It's a smaller place, but it's a good spot.
That's good.
Yeah, brother. All right. Well,
let's do it.
Stop by here again. I guess we're gonna do your show Saturday.
Saturday
from the same studio. So tune in to Swine Time with Chad O.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys then. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We are out of here.